So this is just to show you how to troubleshoot the missing premises for Pinville. It's not really that difficult. This will just help you do the checking of which premise is supposed to point to which premise, and seeing as I don't really have time to do it every time I get an email and end up doing these requests weeks after they actually come through, I'm thinking it's going to be better if you are able to check this. So first off, you will need to go to QuickBase. So when you, for Pinville it's going to be QuickBase. It might be something else, not QuickBase. It will be QuickBase every time, but it might not be Pinville every time. So for Pinville, for the areas, you can go into the construction management app under premises, and then you can find the premise data for these areas, or you can use this report that I built. I'll add the link in the description of the video. So first thing you do is you go browse choices, and over here you just type the area that you're looking for. So in this case it's Pinville, and it will search for it. There's Pinville. Okay, now this is going to download all of the premise data for Pinville when you go to more and save as spreadsheet, but it's not going to be a big issue if you download everything, because the data isn't that much. What would be a problem is if you're searching or downloading all of Soweto's premise data, because that will actually cause your premise data to, your Google Earth to slow down a lot. So what you need to do is that file that you downloaded, all you do is drag it into your Google Drive, or not Google Drive, Google Earth, and you need to go make sure that field type delimited and comma is selected. Don't need to select anything else here. Then next, latitude and longitude field you just need to select. So latitude and longitude. Next, and that is all. Now you need to import all. This is a large data set, so it's asking you if you want to import all. Yes, you will. Then you'll need to create a new template the first time, and after the first time you can just use an older template, but for now I'll just create a new template. So set name field, I like to make that the street number, if I can find it there. Okay, so geo street number, that will add the street number as the identifier. Then you can just import it. This you can just save anywhere. I usually just save it at the default location, and then next time you need to import any premise data, you can just select it, and you don't need to go through the whole template creation again. Now when you turn this on, you'll see that you've got all of the premise data for this area. Now what you want to do is just cross-reference the email's value with what you're actually getting. So if I copy this to here and search, it gives me that pin. So I know that this is then number 59, and what I've got is 5911206. So if I go back to the email, I've got 0511206. So there's two things that might have happened here. The first one being that we have the correct location and the correct address, but it's incorrect on QuickBase. The other is that this coordinates might be wrong, but this is pretty detailed coordinates and looks like it's falling inside the premise, so I'm going to assume that this is actually the correct address. And the other thing is the street name doesn't match up, but I for one know that the addresses here are corresponding because it's corresponding to the same earth number. So for instance, all of these double digit premises are actually falling on one large earth. So that earth is 11209, if I'm not mistaken, 206, sorry. So if the premise that you're looking for completely mismatches with anything on QuickBase, I tend to follow the coordinates, and if there's an address that came with it, so for instance this address, and I search for that address in, let's maybe just do this in our Google Maps. So let's go Maps. If I search for it here and find the same address, then I'm fairly confident that this is the location that we're looking for. So now the next thing we need to do, okay, looks like it could be a morgue or something, or a bit worrying, but okay. So now we know it's supposed to be number 59. Let me just make sure about the address in Google Earth. It's, according to QuickBase, 59 on the street. So maybe let's just look for this street along with that. Sorry. Okay, this does not match up. So let's just remove everything except the street name and look for that street name. Okay, so 59-11206. So all I do is I copy the link address, or I just go in and copy it like this, and then I can reply with, please find attached premise link. And I'll maybe just add the address loaded to QuickBase does not match. Okay, so yeah, then everyone has it, or the correct location, or the correct record in QuickBase. Send anyway. Okay, so that's the gist of it. If you have trouble doing this, just let me know. I'll gladly provide assistance. And like I said, I don't really have the time to do these in a timely manner, so if Jock or Dane you guys can do them, then it will be fortuitous for everyone involved. Okay.